guys, so I'm joining you today for an odd video and it's pretty much just a chat. I have this fabulous mug which I think is my brother's girlfriend's, but I've stopped mentioning it. I have tea. So I'm going to talk about walking my cat and about a few things I've learned, like about the world and about cats whilst walking my cat, because I've been having way more thoughts about walking the cat than anyone should, I think. So first off, like, what am I doing? Why am I taking the cat outside? Why am I forcing a cat to be in a lead? Like, isn't that cruel? I think that's what a lot of people think. Basically, my cat loves going outside, but she's an indoor cat because if... I'm gonna put my tea down. If this is my house here, we have 4 roads all around it. They're really busy roads. We live right in the middle of town. So she can't be an outdoor cat. And I've only ever had outdoor cats before her, and I feel really cruel making her just an indoor cat. And it's something I just feel sorry for her to limit her world, like just to my house. I can hear her coming. So I was trying to think about, like, how can I make it so she can actually go outside but keep her safe? And I kind of came to the conclusion that I didn't feel very comfortable just like going out to the middle of nowhere and putting her down, because how would I ever know if she's going to come back again? Like, the first time you do it, they don't have like recall like dogs do. And I thought, I'm going to have to buy a cat lead, I'm going to have to be that woman. So I did, and I got on with it when she was small. And she walks fairly well now. Later on in this video I'm going to show you some clips of what walking a cat is actually like, because it's not like you'd imagine. Yeah, so I started taking her out. And she likes it. She likes the outside, she likes eating grass a lot. She likes jumping through long grass. It's a bit like when you put a dog in snow, like she does that, she kind of like buries in, and she loves hedges. So overall I think it's a positive experience for her. But why I really wanted to talk about this is not just to rattle on about my cat, though I love my cat. It's mostly because I found a really weird benefit to doing this for myself that I just wasn't expecting. And what it is you cannot walk a cat like you walk a dog. Okay, I'm gonna have to put a clip in here.
Baby, I can't go in there, we've got to come round. Good girl. Well done.
So, can you see how dogs might, you take the dog for a walk and the cat decides where you go? It's a bit different. So basically, when you're doing this, you are outside, you're wandering around with a little creature, but you don't really see the world in the same way you normally would. You don't decide, oh, today we're going here, and then walk there and then come home. You don't really know what you're going to do. And in a really strange way, I've actually been using this loads for mindfulness, because she's not the kind of creature that will faff around in one area and then completely don't go off to another. She'll sit and she'll faff in one place. And it can mean when we go out, we maybe go around like one field's worth of space, but we go around it in such tiny detail, and she looks at all the leaves and goes inside all of the hedges and sort of goes up and down all the edges and finds all the little hidden parts and the softest grass. And in a really strange way, it's meant that I've seen things a lot more and made myself slow down and made myself kind of go, oh, why is she interested in this? And it's meant I've seen things like, I've seen lots of tiny little birds' nests inside hedges that I would never have seen, but that she's smelt out and I'll go and look at. She finds sort of nests of mice and beehives. We found a wasp nest. And, hello. Do you want to come up? Yeah, and like, you just see all the tiny stuff, and it's things like, if she's suddenly interested in what's sitting in a patch of grass, like I'll just sit down on the floor and I'll just wait and I'll be like, cool, what are you doing? And it takes a lot longer. Like, you probably are out for an hour and you don't go very far at all. but it's really enjoyable, and it's probably the only activity I've ever done where I've been forced to slow myself down, because the task is getting the cat outside, and if the cat's happy I don't have to go anywhere else and I can just kind of see what she's up to. But yeah. Now the other thing I wanted to chat about, because the other thing that I was expecting from this, and I'm kind of expecting from this video, was I was expecting loads of negative backlash, like loads of societal judging. Like I was expecting to be walking with this cat and to have dog people doing that at me all day, every single time I took her out. And before I took her out I thought, do you know what, like is this just going to make me look ridiculous, so everyone's just going to laugh at me? And I didn't really care because of the fact I wanted to take her out and I thought she would like it. But I've had exactly the opposite experience. I reckon every time I go out I'm probably stopped from between 5 and 20 people each time we've gone out have stopped and said, wow, what a lovely cat, can I play with your cat, isn't it amazing that you're taking her out, isn't she sweet, can I give her a hug, can I give her a cuddle, what's her name, this is what my cat's called, this is what my dog's called, can my dog say hello, oh can my kids come out and say hello. And people have just been really nice. And in a really weird way it's made me feel quite connected with my community, because it's such a strange thing to be doing, right? It's such an unusual thing to see someone literally like walking their cat on a lead, that I think it draws people out to actually say hello. And like every conversation I've had has been a positive one, and people are going out of their way to say hi. Like I was walking down the street and a woman like rushed out with these 2 little boys who were both sort of under 6, I would have thought, and were like, oh can they have a look, can they play with the cat for a minute? And she went up on their wall and did, and they were like, wow, this is amazing, like we'll have to tell like the daddy all about it when he gets home. And I had a teenage boy who was cycling home from school who stopped his bike, like just, you know, to stop and say hi, like you've made my day, I think this is so cool, like how did you manage to make her walk with a lead? And it's just overwhelmingly really lovely, and people who are stopping me to say, I wish I could walk my cat outside, or your cat reminds me of another cat I had, whatever. People are just making conversation, and it's been a really lovely experience that I just wasn't expecting. I was totally expecting to take the cat outside, for her to not walk on the lead at all, because that's what I had when I ever tried to do it with a cat before. They just disappeared over a fence and I basically was like, I'm going to hang the cat, I've got to stop. But she's not, she's taken to it. I expected people to be really judgy, and I expected to hear a lot of people laughing. I thought I'd hear a lot of people nudging themselves and going, oh my god, what is she doing? And I haven't even had that from like grumpy teenagers. Like I had a gang of like 3 grumpy teenagers who just wanted to cuddle the cat. It's just been really lovely. So I don't really know why I wanted to film this. I just kind of felt like sharing a bit about it. It's been a long ramble. But yeah, it's just been really helpful, and it's something that I thought I was going to do like once in a blue moon, and actually I've ended up doing it like 2 or 3 times a week, because it gives me like a really positive like social response from other people. Like if I'm feeling a bit lonely, if I go out, people are definitely going to talk to me, even just to say like hi, what are you doing, or whatever. And it's also meant I've really been able to like ground myself, and I've noticed like basically all the wildlife and all of the tiny elements that are in my little town. Like even in a park, to find like we found like a little tit's nest, and just tiny babies inside, and obviously I don't let her near them because that would be mean, but just that she can kind of find those things. And it's just been really sweet to kind of know a bit more about where I am, I guess, and to see it from a completely different point of view. Yeah, so that has been my really off the wall video about walking a cat. It's been a long time since I've done a discussion, and this is probably the weirdest discussion I'll ever do, I think. Let me know in the comments down below if you've ever walked your cat. We'll join the group of mad cat ladies, and then let me know if you feel like you would probably be someone who's laughing, because I do kind of wonder, like, are lots of people just not just try to be polite and be like, she's totally mad? But I kind of feel like even if they are, it's a good story to tell, and they'll tell it to someone and it'll make someone else happy. Like, it just seems like such a positive thing. But anyway, tell me if you think it's completely ridiculous. Yeah, and I'll show you a bit more of Foster being a pain and walking around wherever she likes in a sec. All right, I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.